Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. We will cover some of the auto trade. It is an amazing day. Beautiful trends, and now we are start getting into the reversal, and we will start bringing the precision auto trade, and we start. Let's start. Just give me 1 second, please, and. First, we will start with the market analyzer on the top. The market analyzer right now, we had much higher than that. On the last entry signal, we had the buy on 3 confirmation here on the market analyzer, whereas you can see the entry price, the target, re-entry price, reversal, and we have 51 ticks. It was much higher earlier, and now we are going a little bit down. We have a 348. Also, it was much higher on the Nasdaq is really hammering back down, and he broke the trend. There is something is very simple about when you are auto trading. It is very simple that you can see from that line here. The farther the bar is from that line, the stronger the trend. And then when we got all the way to the top and we hit the target, today is Friday, and then you can see immediately we had a sell order. Those sell orders are not okay. We got around 3,000 on the Nasdaq right now as we speak, and we had a sell order. Okay, we are done with this one, and then we had a sell order. Our sell order or our sell signal is not a repaint. It is when a plot in there, and we had the sell order come in exactly to the fib line. And if you notice, this is those numbers you see on the chart. The market came into those numbers, and the ES came into this number. Those are very important numbers. The reason they are important because those they tell us if we are above the short trade, or should we still thinking about short, or should we change the direction to long? For the ES, it still came into this number here, and then the ES did go all the way up again, which indicate we are on the long trade. We're still on a long trade on the ES, and there is nothing, there is no short trade at the moment. Also, we can look at the fib lines. There is a heavy support area on the ES that determine that we don't have a short on the ES. You only have to think long on the ES, and as long as this ES above those area here, we are still thinking long on the ES, which it has direct impact when you are auto trading. We don't need to be or taking a manual trade, but it is important to understand where is your auto trade, or if this auto trade is taking a trade. Are we in a wrong direction? Are we taking chances, or there is a very high risk trade in there? So right now we are, let's say, on that auto trade on the ES. We have some auto trades taking a long trade, and we are on the right direction from the ES. And if you notice, this is the area 4638. It is the re-entry for manual trade. So we're not talking about a manual trade, we're talking about auto trades, and it is going to the proper direction. And we just started the auto trade, and we are about to start some of the auto trade. They're already locking in the profit for today or the target for today. So they are, we still have the 4648 number. If we break the 4648, that's mean that auto trade is not going to go for just only $1,000 trade. It's going to go to the $2,000 trade. So it's not the auto trade, folks. It's not. It is the auto trade is taken along properly. There is nothing wrong in there. But if we are crossing that resistance line at 46.48, we are in a couple $1,000 trade. If this ES does not cross this 46.48, if you notice 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bars, there is 4 bars in there, and those 4 bars confirming there is a resistance at 46.48. If we are breaking the 46.48, we are on a couple $1,000 trade. If the ES is not able to break the 46.48, we are on $1,000 trade. There is an option we can take that trade, close it, secure $1,000, or if you just keep looking at the sky, there is a good potential for that trade to go back and close at the break even, which you only make 2 ticks. So here is a very small details what we are talking about, being educated and understand when you are trading and when the system makes money for you, how to protect your. Okay, there is one customer saying happy New Year, and we say thank you very much. A little bit late, but welcome back to trading, sir. And so no matter how much optimization, which they try to make you concentrate on only optimization because they don't know how to trade a paper bag. They cannot help you. They just want to sell auto trade. But this is a living proof. Here you have $1,000 trade. It could be potential go to $2,000 trade, and it could be potential going back and land plus a break even 1 tick, and there is nothing in that trade. It's the same entry, the same auto trade. So 2 different people or 3 people, 3 different traders using the same chart, the same template, the same entry is not necessarily that will make the same money. Because this is a very common question, how much you think I make? Or they want to have someone fund their account. Funding the account is not the problem. Turn on the auto trade is not the problem. Maintaining the profit, it is the problem. Maintaining what's going on in the market is the problem. Turning on the auto trade on the proper time, it is the problem. Turn off your auto trade when needs to be turned off, it is the problem. So managing the auto trade, we can deny that. We can deny that we don't need to do anything, and we can stay at the mercy of an auto trade. But in the reality, for the last, I've been around the market for 27 years, and now we're going to 28 years. And the last 15 years, we have trained thousands of people, and just relying on mechanical itself, it never been success in any kind of business. Any kind of business. Even the most technology, because my background is an aircraft engineer, even we have an airplane can practically land by itself, take off by itself, and teaching you how to autopilot, how to turn on your autopilot, set your destination does not qualify you to fly. It still may, yeah, I mean, even for you to fly an airplane and there is no captain in there, is on autopilot, you will never do that. And here it is exactly the same way. The auto trade is taking the trade. It's taking the motions away. This is superb. This one here, the auto trade is taking years and years and years of training. Because trading is not, you go to the kitchen table and take your medicine, and then now you become a trader. Or you buy a license, Ninja Trader, you download Ninja Trader. Does not mean you become a trader. You should not call yourself a trader. You just put on your bathing suit on, and you have not even touched the water. So if we notice here, this is what, I don't want to sit down like an idiot telling you an auto trade, this one made 1,000, an auto trade here made 500, another auto trade lost 200. We need to understand, determine why and how we can protect our profit. When we tell a guy, try to look at the technical chart here, and he says, I'm looking at it. Okay, well, maybe you're looking at it and your mind is still maybe dreaming about eating banana or an apple. But when someone, because on this auto trades here, you can direct the auto trades long only and short only if you want to. But then you will have someone, he wanted to, for me, confirm for him every 5 minutes, should I click long or short? That indicate that guy is not looking at this chart. That indicate that guy don't know what he's looking at here. And it is sad because we can auto trade, but also we need to understand what is the pain coming in the market. What is the problem in the market? Because the problem in the market is our problem when I talk about dollar and cents. So as we notice here, that trade here on the ES, we closed 4 trades with $500. Okay? Is this good? No. Because that trade was a little bit above $1,000. It was $1,100. And we did not react to the market. To me, we just took $500 of our pocket and we just tossed $500 out of a window. Because if you were aware of this ES, having a problem at 46, 48, not one time, not 2 times, not 3 times, you can count how many bars that auto trade was struggling. And right now, this is what I want you to understand. He closed on $500. The auto trade taken along the same mistake again. This is what distinguishes between a human and a mechanical automated trade. So we were here taking a trade, and the reason it's closed because of this resistance area at 46, 48, and we didn't do anything about it. Now the auto trade is going back again, And it is exactly you are at the mercy of that market. Why? Please listen to me, very important, because go ahead and buy your auto trade from anywhere you want. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna end up in disaster. Because now we have this resistance in there. Okay? Now we have $500. It could have been $1,000. And the problem in the market is still the same, gentlemen. Still, it's not going to change if this auto trade going to take a trade or not. It's the opposite direction. Because we have this problem here, on the ES there is a resistance, and the reason for that trade was closed because of this resistance. Then the auto trade taking a trade, and it is still the same problem in this market. So when the ES not able, as an example, maybe on this situation today is a Friday, he might able to break that area. Another day, he's not able to break this area. What happened to the ES is gonna go back to the 46.34. What happened to you as an auto trader? You have a stop loss, your auto trade is gonna lose that trade. 1 minute you have over $1,000, you didn't take action, you let the auto trade manage, fine. The auto trade closed on 500, then the auto trade taken a trade, by luck, we are lucky, the auto trade closed the second trade immediately. If you were using a dummy auto trade based on those stupid ATRs, you most likely, if this market went back, you just smoked your $500, and now you lost $500, and now you're back to square one, and you have not accumulated any money. You're just keeping your broker busy. So finally now the trade has been taken, but it's too late for this one here. So the details is right there when we are monitoring the 1 minute chart. For the gentlemen are using Renko bar, they look good. We have Renko bar. Please don't fall. And everyone say, swear to God, cross the heart, my Renko bar don't repaint. They all repaint. They all move. They all fake. The Renko bar, it is something to cover their huge problems in their indicators and their auto trades. And it is heaven for marketing people. Renko bar, you don't see anyone making money in Renko bar. Those institutional people, they're not using your Renko bar, my friend. If you understand what is a Renko bar, if you look at any Renko bar out there, there is a tell. Right now, I'm not going to open a chart, but anyone have a Renko bar, you can see you have a huge tell. Because what happened in the Renko bar, the picture looks good, but the details in the devil, where you can see the wicks on the Renko bar, is 15 ticks and 20 ticks to hide the differential in the market movement. So there is no way you can make money on a Renko bar trading with the trend. I use a Renko bar for reversal. Yeah, because a reversal is something else. It's a total different type of a trading. And the reversal, there is more money in the reversal than trading with the trend, and which we have covered on this channel here about the reversal, and I will cover that again when the mind is a little bit more clear. So for us, we need to use the minute chart to understand what's going on in the market. Then we can go from the 1 minute chart, if you want to use a range, takes, minutes, auto trading. But for us, we need to understand what's going on in the 1 minute chart. And as we see right now, look at this. I want to stay concentrated on that auto trade, because this is, the auto trade is still taking long, because there is a long. There is a long. But look at here. There is a projection, double resistance, and that auto trade is taking that trade in here. And look at this market. The ES is struggling crossing that number here. I don't want to be doing those stunts, what I have seen some other people doing it, loading up a pre-recorded video on a 30 range with a $5,000 stop loss and $300 profit. This is the most pathetic things I ever seen in my whole career. We need to understand why we are making money and why we're not making money. So on that trade here, folks, on that trade here, on the auto trade right there, that trade here is a suicide trade. Because they don't know how to teach trading, because they don't know how to trade a paperback, they tell you to optimize, to get rid of you, because they don't want to support their own people. Even when they want to talk about the price action, they hire someone because they don't know what is price action. One time, one of my customers, he said, come in and see. It was a guy, he said, there is no such a thing called reversals in the trading. That tells me that guy is on a different planet. He never been around. And he's charging people $700 and $800 a month to teach how to trade. And the guy is so dumb. He don't know anything about reversal trading. So not everything on the internet is genuine. Everyone is telling you, you optimize the auto trade and you're gonna live happily after. He's full of it. He's full of it. He's full of it, because this guy don't know what he's talking about. And I don't want to sit down today and brag about winning trades. I have a lot of winning trades I can bring down. I want you to look at those losses here. And I want you to look at this chart here. And now I want you to understand that trade here is not the auto trader problem. It is your problem, because what happened here, the first trade you made 500, the second trade broke even, and the third trade, when the auto trade took a trade, your trade was right below the resistance and it was a no-no. Plus, you have a sell order, you have a sell signal. That means there is no long trade. So when you are asking for people to provide money for you to trade, they can have a long table and turn on the auto trades in the morning by themselves. They don't need our beautiful, sexy eyes. They can do it by themselves. The lady, she cleans the bathrooms. She can turn on the auto trades in the morning, and she can also turn on Ninja and turn on the auto trade. No one is going to give us money for our sexy looks because we have an auto trade or because we have Ninja Trader license. So what we wanted to do here, what we need to understand what's going on. So when we are doing this, what we can see here, it is short. It is short, and there is no more long trade than what we can say. If you want to, you can say short trade only. That would have saved you $500 a losing trade. That would have saved you $200 losing trade. That would have saved you $100 losing trade. if you cannot read the market, if you cannot read the market, and the market is a jam between those two, I can pause it. This means the auto trade can take it, will not take a trades anymore. The auto trade will not take a trade anymore. Actually, we have a gentleman, his name Fernando. He's been with us for 2 days, 3 days. I was helping him yesterday, or the day before, I don't remember, or maybe the day before yesterday. And the guy, he has not been with us for 1 week. He's already start managing the auto trade. When I come in, he have 3 charts, and they're all on pause. Why? And in the same time, on the previous trades, he had 2 winning trades. When he had the 2 winning trades, he paused the auto trade, because he recognized an auto trade is not a wash machine. So, in auto trading, and even if we talk about it now all day long on Friday, at the end of the day, even there is someone right now on the YouTube at the end of this day, he will call me and he will tell me, I need an auto trade and I don't have time to look at it. Even this guy will say, don't you have any other auto trade where I don't need to keep my eye on the market? And then if you tell him no, he will say, what's wrong with your system? The denial on those amateur trading is overwhelming. When we were working in Luxembourg and trading, and they have a computers you and I would never dream of, they have 13 IT people adjusting the auto trades to trade the Forex, and then they have another room for the gold and the silver. Back then it's only the gold and the silver in that section. And here's a guy, as you as a person, you are sitting on NinjaTrader, you are the programmer, you are the guy is optimizing, you are the guy is managing, you are the guy is trading, you are the guy is wanting to make a profit. You don't have 13 IT people sitting in the other room adjusting the market prices for you. So you are the adjustable guy, because you don't have an IT people sitting in the other room. So what we are looking here is not the P&L on the auto trade. What we don't need to take motions and pull the trigger, but we are the pilots, are autopiloting, and we are the ones are controlling that autopilot to take off, set a direction, and land safely. So the auto trades, anyone out there, for those guys are struggling in your trading, whether you've been for 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, if you don't understand, or if you don't want to buy an auto trade with someone backing up, not the auto trade, backing up about knowledge the market, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your money, and you're going to be nothing but trouble as a customer. And for many years, we no longer accept those people. We send them to our competitors, let them get headaches with them. There is no such a thing. Whether you are a future trader in crypto, everyone, before New Year Eve, we were screaming, you cannot use pattern on any given market. Pattern does not exist. Pattern trading has been around for many years and is myth. Every day the market is challenge us, and it's like you're getting married every single night. You don't know what is gonna happen to you at night or in the morning. Nothing. The market is always surprise us every single day. There is nothing called pattern. And I made it clear about that. Right before New Year Eve, every single one guy, those small young guys, they estimated the crypto Bitcoin is going to go to 100. And guess what? On New Year Eve, the Bitcoin went 40,000. And then those guys come back and say, oh golly, because of this and this, but the pattern last year and doesn't matter. The damage has been done. What I mean by the damage is done, which I know a lot of people, we have a lot of family members, because everyone was predicting the Bitcoin on 100,000. I know few people that went and took a second mortgage on their home and bought a Bitcoin. I know some people had to live without Christmas because they gathered the money to double up the money, and then they promised their children they will get their gifts after Christmas. Many people took a second mortgage on their home to buy Bitcoin because it's going to go to 100,000. Now they got stuck with the Bitcoin. I'm not against Bitcoin. I own some too. I'm not against it. But as I said, if you want to buy a Bitcoin, buy a few, give them to your children. But to go day trading on Bitcoin, you're a dead meat. You cannot. When the market is at the mercy of a guy, you don't know where he's from, on the Twitter, can move the market, does mean you're not trading anymore. You're just gambling. So on the future, this has never happened on the future. There is no tweet on anyone can have an impact on the future trading. No way. But over there, it is driven by the tweet and YouTube. So the pattern does not work. It never worked and never will. And then some of them, they start saying, oh, okay, maybe the pattern is no longer valid in Bitcoin. Really? You just figure out it's not valid. And you went and drained those people's account, they borrow money from the banks, and now you just figure out the pattern does not work. How many people lost their saving accounts in there? There are some people I know that went 10x on the Bitcoin, over leveraged themselves, take a mortgage from the house because a bunch of kids predicted that Bitcoin is going to be on 100,000 on New Year Eve. It never happened. Till today, not happening. And that's one thing about the market you have to understand. The market surprise you. The market never do what you are expecting this market to do. Never. It is, for the last 27 years, every single day is a surprising. Until today, the market surprised me. Until today. Even most of the time can predict the market, which you all know that. And it still surprise me every single day. Sometimes even the Autotrade, when he's taking a trade, I say, okay, this Autotrade is not going to make it. And he surprised me. He makes $1,000 on it. So let's take another example on the long trade, and we need to understand how we can manage the trades. And the most important is, it's not what I want for daily target. It's not what I want for daily target. When you come into the market every day, it's not about how much you want to make. It's not. You can sit down and optimize the whole weekend to hit $1,000 target on the ES every single day. You can put it on 10,000. What you want and what the market is willing to give you is total different stories. If this market is trending, you're gonna have money. If this market not trending, you better run, because this market is after your money. Yeah. So let's take another short trade in here on the ES. Let's analyze what's going on this ES. I don't care about the PNL. And we take another one also. We can take another one on the NASDAQ. So we have two charts. The biggest challenge of today or any day when you are in the market is not your auto trade, is catching a trend. Once you catch a trend and this trend is working for you, you never let it go. You bite it with your teeth. You chew on it like a big steak, a juicy steak, and you do not let it go. You do not use a dummy trading stop to get out of that trade when you need to be rewarded for the direction you are taking. I don't care if it is 2 bananas or $200 or 2 pesos. When we have a trade, we need to maximize our profit, because we don't know if we are going to have a nice bite, a juicy steak in 10 minutes from now. So you better fill up your stomach right now. You might go hungry for 3 days. Maybe in 3 days there is nothing juicy to eat in there. So here is the ES, here is the NASDAQ. On the ES, this number here is a fib line, floor and fib, followed by double support, triple support, fourth support. That's mean the ES, once he gets in there, in this area here, nothing is going to happen. This is our target, despite your auto trade, trade and stop loss, whatever, target. You optimize, put them in the garbage. Whatever you optimize on the weekend, just keep them in the garbage. You just wasted your weekend for nothing. So the destination for that ES is right there. This is our maximized profit on that. The market might go, as you see here, couple ticks, 3 ticks before your target and then turn around. You need to estimate your losses. You need to estimate, evaluate. If I get exit out of that trade, it's 800, 900, 200. I'm not coming back to trade. What time is it? It's 10:39. I should be done over by 11 o'clock. I'm going to protect this money. I'm going to take him off my table. And I'm going to run as fast as I can to the nearest bodega, if you want to, or to the nearest shopping center. But don't sit behind the computer anymore. You have a beautiful privilege that you don't need to sit down, support people 24/7. You're free to do whatever you want. So let's look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ final destination is right there. The NASDAQ final destination, there is a double support. Is right there, a double support. This is the maximize you can get out of it. If we look at this chart, it's the same lines on that chart. And the market is telling you there is one support, and it is overwhelming, telling us this is your limitation on that trade. And if we look at this line, there is a major support area at 15463. Not one time, not 2 times, many times has confirmed that. And that does not require a genius trader to spot it that this is the destination for the NASDAQ. You either grab your money out of the table and run, or you can stay in this mud hole for nothing. So 1 minute you have 2,500, and now you are on 1,700. And if this market keep going up, you're gonna walk away. You're gonna walk away with less than $1,000 on that trade. What you've done, we throw away $500 from the first trade on the ES. Now we are throwing $1,500 on the NASDAQ. You do the calculation, average guy have $5,000 when he's not paying attention to the market, and if you lose $200 a day, that's $50,000 a year. $200 a day, that's $50,000 a year. He have $5,000, and that guy still refuse. He don't know how to calculate. When you tell him, calculate it for me, is something wrong with your auto trade? Do I lose $200 a day? Do you have anything? I don't have to lose money? Yeah. There is a lot of people out there selling you keys to heaven for $99.95. I mean, you can go to them. They can sell you keys to heaven, and buy 2 sets of keys if you lost one on your way, so you can use the other one. But there is no such a thing as just turn on auto trade. That's what I'm trying to get you. And always we have to be disciplined. If we have this $1,000 on that trade, you have this bird in your hand, don't look at those 10 other birds on the tree. You have one bird in your hand. Take it and run. So now, if we are looking at the ES, my target is don't ever close a winning trade. This is not the way to do it. I'm not telling you to do that. No. We know the limitation on the ES is right there. Maybe those guys, they're gonna yank it for a couple more bars down there. It's not my play. I am not going to jump in the rain with a gorilla. I got my bread, and I'm not gonna go ahead and sit and chase a wild goose in there. So here is my target. Here is my trade. Yeah, I might keep it. I might make 10,000, or I'm gonna walk away with a piece of cucumber in my hand. There is nothing in there. So I'm gonna protect my profit. What we are going to do, we do not close a trade. This is the first things we do. We do not close a trade. What we do, we secure trade. So we can put it somewhere around there, leaving little room for this market. We increase our profit. And we leave in some room for this market to move back and forth. And I know this is good enough. If this market gonna close me on that number, I will add $500 on that trade, $600 on that trade. If this market turn around, I'm around $700, $800, or $900. I increased my profit, and I left space for this market to go back and forth. If we look at this NASDAQ here, as we said and we agreed, this is our limitation on the NASDAQ. There is no further trade on the NASDAQ. And this one here is already have a nice juicy steak, and it is very nice. and it is more than what we were expecting to get on one trade. This is the support area on the Nasdaq. This is the resistance area. It seems like 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, 4 bars, 6 bars, 7 bars did not make it. So where we go with this one here, we can go right there, secure at least 2200 on that trade. I don't care if this Nasdaq is gonna go down and make 10,000. This is my bread right there. This is the support. We closed it. Another thing, the system is telling me buy. And what I was doing, I was going on a short. The system told me buy, and the signal on the buy, this is totally independent signal. It does not move. It does not move. Does not repaint. So for the guy who cannot read the market, we have added signal there for him. All what he needs to do, pay attention what the chart is telling him. And now if we see, we nailed little over $3,000 and we are done. What you do in those cases on a Friday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, you go very slowly to the bottom corner of your monitor, you click on the icon where it says window, and you close your computer and you run as fast as you can. You are staying here, you are going to lose again. And then you're going to be frustrated, you want to regain your money, and you're not going to regain your money, you're going to start losing money. So the trick in the trading is catching the trend and run. And anyone tells you you can sit all day long banging on this market and shovel the money to the bank, he is full of it, and the guy is, don't know. Actually, in the last 15 years, last year in 2021, we have a guy, if I see him in person, I will give him a gold medal, because he was the most out of reality. In the last 15 years, he was the most unrealistic person in my life. And when I see him, I will give him a gold medal. His question was, this is in 2021, on the third quarter of 2021. He called in, he's looking for an auto trade because he don't have time. He wants his auto trade at the end of the day. The auto trade transfer the money to his account. The daily profit can be transferred automatically from Ninja Trader broker to his bank. And he was asking if our auto trade can transfer daily from the broker to the bank. And when he was talking to me, I got silent a little bit, and he was asking me if I was still around. Actually, I was still around, but I pulled back on my chair, trying to reboot my brain, and because my brain got stuck somewhere. I'm not a very clever guy, so for me to observe that, it took me a little time to reboot this little brain I have. So and I thought maybe this guy is maybe I misunderstood. No, when I asked him to confirm again, no, he's serious. He wants an auto trade to transfer the money from the bank and from his account and then immediately I know one of the competitors. I sent him to him. I told him, look, this guy, I'm sure he has it. And I know his auto trade works the other way around. It drains all your account within 2 weeks. And I sent him, and I give him this guy's name. And I said, we don't have that technology yet. And try to imagine this guy. He is worrying about transferring the money from NinjaTrader to his private bank every day. So without even, and then you ask him, how long you been trading? A couple of years. Okay, good. Now he is. So guys, please, you can follow the signal here, and let's see if we have another example here. Today is a Friday. Normally on a Friday, you should be done by 11, 12 o'clock. There's two options on Friday. You can do it early in the morning before the markets open on Friday, or you can come around 1:30, because all those guys, those nice, messy guys, they come in here. They usually take a beat on the first couple hours. They go away. And then those older guys, they start coming in around 1 o'clock, 1:30. Usually on Friday, the market to trend one direction. So now you can see the market is mixed from the market analyzer. I'm not going to cover a lot of it. And you're very welcome. Look, after we have closed those two trades, look where is this ES. Look, where is this ES? This is where we predicted the ES. Look at the NASDAQ. This is where we predicted the NASDAQ support. Do you remember? Look at the NASDAQ and look at the ES. We maximized our profit on those trades and we dumped the rest. Go back to this video. You can see we maximized everything. If this market want to go down 20, 30, 40 ticks, it's not your problem. Your mission is finished for today. You're finished. You're done. So don't sit down and look at the charts, not unless if you want to do on a sim training, very healthy. But don't sit down and let the devil play with your head and take a trade. If you grab a couple $100 a day, $300. This is funny. I have a guy yesterday I was supporting. Now I teach him how to when we hit the target on the blue chart, take a reversal. When you hit the target on the blue chart, this is a target, take a reversal. And he's this guy. I mean, he is a very new trader, and what is nice about him, he's now he is learning how to trade, and he's learning how to auto trade. But one thing he said, I swear, he said, Sam, when I first came to you, I was happy to get the $200 a day, $300 a day. After I got your system, I find out I can make much more than $200-300 a day. I said, because you are trying to take a manual trade with auto trade. Because you are starting in the right direction, now you can see the potential in the trading. You're not sitting behind an auto trade looking at P&Ls. So what this guy is doing, he find out his skill right now. He's been with us for a couple, 3 months. He find out that he can make money even in a manual trade, which he never was able to do that. I don't want him to take a manual trade, but I told him to keep going on the manual trade for a reason. Because when you are auto trading, when you're auto trade taking a trade, you know what's going on. You know if this trade is gonna make it or not. You know if this auto trade, when it's taking a trade, is in a dangerous area, or it is time to stop the auto trade for half an hour or 15 minutes, and then you resume trading. So the quality of those people that coming in, like the other guy, Fernando, he immediately from day one, he starts stopping the auto trades, turning on and off the auto trades, doing the sessions. Another guy, he's taking a manual trade and taking the auto trade. Those guys have success. Those guys, in 3 months, he was hoping to get $200-300 a day. Now he said he find out he can do much more. This is the proper way, which we have also. We have a failure. As we don't have just success stories. No, we have a failures as well. We have a guy who's been with us for over a year. He never optimized any auto trade. Never. We have a guy trying. They still trying. We have guys that come in trying. Within 2 months they were in. Some people take longer. It's fine, but they are trying. And we have some people that are failures as well. We don't have a fairy tale story where everybody is success and living happily after. Probably some of them hates me, I don't know. But when a guy does not do any effort, or he still don't know how to optimize an auto trade, he still don't know how to look at the 1 minute chart. He want me to tell him every day what's going on, or he's expecting me to tell him every 5 minutes should he click on the chart long only or short only. He doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to read the market on 1 minute. I cannot help this guy. I cannot help him. I mean, you have to help himself. We are only tool provider. We're not miracle. We don't do miracles here. Some people can get it early in the trading, and some people that never do it. They never get it. That they need to work with it. And this is an example right now on the CL. If we look here on the CL, this is a straight line on the CL, and the CL is cut between a support and a resistance. Look at this, how tight it is. How are you gonna get money out of a CL trade right now? If we look at the CL, when you come in the morning, and I want to look, and if I see that chart on the CL, what you want to trade in it? There is nothing in there. What you want to trade in it is a flat. What you want to trade in it? There is nothing in there. So you cannot just close your eye and turn on the auto trade. Not on my system, on any system out there. And don't fool yourself what you do. Renko bars and line breaks and all this banana trading. Don't go to this level. Learn the real thing. Learn the 1 minute. Try to get your eye. Get used to them 1 minute. And you can see when the market is trending or not. Where is the destination for the trade? In order for you to move forward with the trading. And don't listen to this junks you see out there. I mean, like those kids, everyone predicted the Bitcoin is going to be on 100,000 at the end of the year. They're all wearing diapers. They all took a mortgage on their homes. they thought they're gonna double up their money. Now they got stuck with a double immersion. Learn how to trade. Try to develop your own trading. Don't go ahead and buy someone. If it is a free education, go for it. But don't invest money in learning. Not me, not anyone else, if you need to pay money for learning. Because it is very important in this trading industry to have someone guiding you, teach you where is your mistakes. It's fine. But try to develop your own trading, and that stays with you. When you are auto trading, manual trading, you know what's going on in the market. You're not dependent on any one out there because it is your money. You are the one who has to look after your money. Look at this. Look what happened here on the ES right now. By the time this ES went up, every single ATR and MACD is telling you go long. And if we covered this today, this number, if it's below, you stay short. If it is above, you stay long. Okay? What happened to this market? We closed those trades. We have identified where is the support area. We closed, we maximized our trades on the NASDAQ and the ES. The market went up exactly to this line. And what happened? It dropped exactly where we have closed our trades half an hour ago. What did we miss? Nothing. Now, if we look at this NASDAQ and the ES, where did we close? Go back to this video. Where did we close? Right here. What happened in the last 15 minutes? Nothing. Nothing. What did we miss? Nothing. Only those guys, they stayed in the market, they got their finger burned. All those guys, they stayed after we closed those trades. Now they are in the hole and losing money. Then they keep making the same mistake, and then at the end of the week, I'm not making money. Yeah. What did we lose in here? Nothing. I'm not interested in this. It's done. It's finished. It's closed. Do something else with your life. Don't sit miserably behind your computer. And do you think it's going to happen anything here? Look at this. This is where we closed our position half an hour ago. On both of them, the NASDAQ and the ES. What? They're going to go 2 bars down? Do you really want to go down that hill and jump in on a trade? It might go a couple bars down. So those guys that want to provide money for you, they're expecting you to know all this. They're not expecting you to just turn on the wash machine and go for a honeymoon, and everyone want to provide you money, you know. So there we go. Welcome to trading. Now we have a new signal on the Russell taking a short, weak short, because there is only one sell, there is no 3. So this is a weak short on the Russell. You understand what's going on? If we look at the NASDAQ after we closed, what did we miss? Where we are. Why the market stopped at those levels? Why the market is not moving? And look what's going on. Look at those prices. Forget those P&L things. Where is this market stopped? We know that half an hour ago. What this market brought us something we missed. What did we miss? On the CL, what did we miss on the CL? Nothing. Yeah. We all love money. But guess what, my friend? Life is like this. you gotta earn it. You know, this is funny. I was talking to someone. You see the rich people, the ones have nice homes, they work 16 hours a day. You know, I don't remember a day I didn't work 16 hours a day. I don't remember on a day off, I work around 6, 7 hours a day. Then you have a guy in the bodega somewhere in the corner. He drinks beer all day long and telling everyone what a miserable luck he has. So I don't believe in this. I don't believe in you work, we get our ass kicked in this life, we get up and we take it. We work, we get up and take it. So that's life, and there is no such a thing. Someone is gonna give us money because we have a beautiful, sexy eyes. You know, so now the market decide to go further down, and I'm not gonna cover it. I'm not gonna encourage anyone. Even my auto trades, taking short trades, and is killing it. Is making money. I don't want to encourage anyone to take money. I want to teach how to earn and protect your profit. And I'm already 1,200 on the Nasdaq and 500 on the ES, and I'm not doing it. So now the selling order start coming in just for education, not encouraging anyone to trade. If we notice on the Nasdaq on the top and on the top here, the short trades, and when you see the market is blinking, this means there is some sellers putting orders in the market, and there is a short seller going on. But forget auto trading. Let's see what's going on in here. And now there is a short trade in here. And if you take a trade short here, you can make money. I'm not going to argue with that. The destination on that trade on the Nasdaq, if you take a short trade in here, you better start exiting at 154.22, final destination 154.02, and there is a good potential this market turn around. And if we look on those trades, so also it is very important to measure that trade. You don't just take a trade and I mean, I don't want to bring down the trades, but I'm forced to. What is the system here telling you? Buy. What is the ES? Look, without any indication, what is the ES? What is the support area? 4,690. Look at the blue chart. Stop looking at PNL. Look in here. What is this? The support area. What is this? The resistance area. Okay? Where does this market get stuck? It's right there. How much we had a little while ago? Over 1,000. On the Nasdaq, we have a buy signal. It was little over 4,000. Now it is. If this Nasdaq gonna go down, this is the final destination on the Nasdaq is 154. You cannot get anything out of it after that. It's finished, maximized. And you can see how this market going back and forth. The sellers are pushing right now. The sellers are pushing. What we have here, a double support area. What else we have here? We only have to read. We don't need to predict anything. So now we have the support area here is having a problem, and it can go back all the way to the 46.32. If the sellers try to push this market and able to break that support area right there, okay? If they are able to break it, this is the final destination. What is in this area here? We have made those two yellow lines. Once this market goes between those two yellow lines, there is no more short trade. This is where the market, when it comes in between those two yellow lines, this is where you need to close all your position, or vice versa. When the market goes up, and here's your two lines, this is where you close your position and you go short. This is not oversold, overbought indicators. Oversold, overbought indicators are for baby stuff. What happened to the supply demand? Okay, so this is where the destination on that trade, if you initiate a new trade, if you are lucky, and those sellers, it's not because you are a genius or I'm a genius. If those sellers decided to go ahead and take this trade and pushing it further down, you are the most you're gonna get out of it is right there. And this is where, once this market gets in there, what you do, you reverse the market at any given price where you see the support area. Even when you are trading it, you can take a micro account, manual trading, and you take one long trade in this area here, because on those long trade here, it's a matter of time before the market turn around, and this is where you catch a good reversal to go up and catch the trend from the beginning. Once this market goes between those two yellow lines, once it lands on one of the fib line, you take one micro account, whether it's a NASDAQ, one micro account to try to test it on a sim. You don't have to be a real life. On a sim, one micro account, and let it be. You know. What happened, you will see this market is gonna come and get you filled in a matter of time before this market, because once it comes in this area, the shorts are over. The short are over. And let's look at the ES. The same story, look. We have a buy signal right there. There is a buy signal. That tells you to exit, or if this market coming in, it's not going to go further than that. So the trick is, it's not the PNL, the trick is, once we catch a trend, we stay with it, we exit, we don't look back. So if any new signal come in, we don't care. This way you are protected. You know, it could be a wrong signal, it could be any signal. We catch a trend, we stay on it. So now on the ES, we have 1,100. We have a buy signal. It's telling us, hey, wake up, right there. And then we know on the 1 minute there is a double support, and now we are sinking into between those two yellow lines. That means we are done. So this is another situation. If you did not have a trade earlier, this is how you need to approach the market, because that's the only trade you need to take for 1 day. You do not sit all day long and take in a trade. We know where is this trade going. We know if this market pull back, where we gonna land. We know exactly what we are getting out of it, and we are playing cat and mouse between us and this market. As we see on the NASDAQ is right at the support area, getting stuck between the support and resistance, and nothing is happening right there. And what we do, we go ahead and bring one more. We secure because this market is not doing anything. And this market right now is playing with us left and right. And here is where the says buy signal, and we are back to square one. Always the market go back to square one. Always the market go back. Any level it breaks. Any level it breaks. It's gonna go back to reconfirm. The market does not keep moving. When you break a resistance area, the market wanna go back and confirm. When the market break the support area, the market is gonna go back and confirm. Maybe you don't know how the magnitude on this because we have some other people on a different. They are using extremely large money, and between a trade and a trade, there is thousands of dollars when you are putting the trade, thousands in dollars differential. So yesterday we had it, and he said, Sam, we're gonna miss the market. I said, no, we're not gonna miss the market. He said, let's go buy market order. The market order, it was $7,000 more yesterday, $7,701 yesterday. I said, no, you keep it limited. And the guy is his money. We are helping him manage it. It's a large amount of money. And he said, Sam, we're missing. I said, you're not missing anything. He called me back. He said, look, I said, you're not missing. Don't go market order. He got filled 30 minutes later on the number we put in. Not just he got filled on the number, we added another position on that, below that line. And then we took off with it. So it takes a nerve to go on a limited price or a limited order, but be consistent. Do not chase the market. Let the market come in to you, or you set your goals in a way. I'm making $200 today. I don't care if this market gonna make $10,000. This is my limitation. I'm cashing it in here. That's what I'm looking at, and I'm done. So now if we look at this ES another time, what happened to the NASDAQ? We are playing cat and mouse on the NASDAQ. We are playing cat and mouse with the NASDAQ, and it is right there. It's been confirmed many times. And your P&L is not going to increase or decrease. It's actually, the longer you are staying on that trade, every time you stay long on any given trade, most likely it's going to end up against you. What is nice about it, when you are taking a trade that has to go to your direction, swift and smooth. Once you stay long in the market start going against you. And now the longer we are staying in this market, the less money we are making. And this is what I want to give you an example, and watch this profit start going out in the smoke. 1 minute you had 2,500 on the NASDAQ, and now your market starts shrinking and shrinking. And I even move my trailing stop on the ES, and if I didn't move it, I will end up with $500 or less. And now it's on the NASDAQ. You can see you start shrinking with your profit. Another thing is telling you buy. It's telling you buy. And this is finished. Another thing, yesterday, I teach a trick to this guy. You know what? When I see a guy working hard, I give him. I really, yesterday also to our traders, I want to mention something here to our traders. This guy yesterday, he's trying to learn also the market. I teach him to put 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. Okay, and this is the same guy. He was hoping to make a couple $100, and now he said he found out he can do much more. One of the things I teach him yesterday, to line up the trend exhaustion on a 3 chart. You know, when we are handicapped with something, we all, in a way, we have weakness, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. We can always try to find an easy way to do it. There is no excuse for us not to. So what I have teach this guy yesterday, if you put 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes chart, you can always pinpoint the direction, always, and you can always find a good trades. One thing also, if you notice here on the chart, I wouldn't dare ask anyone to take a manual trades, but as an information, when you are auto trading, you know what's going on in the market. The knowledge is more important than optimization. If you notice here on the chart, there is a sell order with a symmetry, which it is, here is the number and a sell signal, okay? If we go all the way further down, we will find the trend exhaustion. Look, giving us a signal. It's, look, one straight line. You see? So when we combine the 1 minute and 3 minutes and 5 minutes, once those 3 trend exhaustion line up, you got a bingo. And it don't need a genius for that. Again, if we look at right now on the ES, the signal has appeared again right there. Here is the short trade signal. Here is the long trade signal in conjunction with a buy signal. Don't need a guy with a light bulb on his head. To get the okay with the trade. It does not require for a guy to identify what's going on his chart and not seeing it. So when we are having, when I see the 1 minute and 2 minute and 3 minutes are in the same direction with the trend exhaustion, when we teach this guy this, when he send me a message on the Skype, should I go short or long? I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond. You can tell him once, twice, 3 times. But I'm not going to respond. If he cannot see it, he cannot see it. You know, you cannot just keep following one person. I mean, we all grown people. You know, you say it once, twice, 3 times, but you cannot keep going with it. So this is something also you can use. When those 3 trend exhaustion line up, 1 and 3 and 5 minutes, you cannot go wrong with it. Let's say you don't have an auto trade. Let's say you don't have all those whatnots indicator. I only have a 3 trend exhaustion. I can always find a way to make money with it. Not because of the trend exhaustion, because as a trader you have to be a little bit more elastic with your head and trying to verify what's going on. So now go back to our story. We left those to run. So what happened when the auto trade took a short trades? What happened? We had 2,500 on the Nasdaq, another round, and we had over 1,000 on the ES, and we did not take action. What happened? What happened? We didn't get the money. We got little money. This is smart. This is good. Let's go back for another round. We have not traded today, and this is our first trade this morning. And I'm trying to catch a trend today. What we have in here? Okay, we crossed this. This is good. This is a good news. We crossed a huge resistance. What we talk about that line here, we say this one here is the market most likely gonna project from this one. We have $800, $900, and we know the destination is coming to the 4633, and that is final destination. I don't care what the auto trade is doing. I know what is the destination on that trade. And I know it's going to fire back at me any minute. I don't trust the market. I don't trust anyone in the market. I got 700, 800. What we are going to do, we will put this market, or we put this trailing stop or the stop loss right below that area here and run for cover, because it's going to fire back at us. Folks, I want to say thank you very much for today, and I wish you a very pleasant weekend, and we will see our traders on Monday. Thank you very much, and God bless you all, and I wish you a really happy weekend to you and your family. Bye for now.